So in this video, we are going to implement guardrails on our agent. We are going to get started with the input guardrails. This is a sample code which I have just put it up together, where actually we have defined one agent and which is going to help us in exploration. So I have a pass instruction where I'm asking it to provide two cities name for the exploration. And because I'm planning to run this code in async mode, that's why I have imported this async queue. And then we have defined a main method over here in the async mode, which can just generate a response like this. Before actually implementing input guardrail on this, let's just try to run this and understand how the guardrail is going to help us in this particular case. So let me just go ahead and try to run this code. And as you can see, based on my input where I'm asking it to provide wildlife, it has just suggested two places. One is in Kenya and one is in USA. We are getting the output as per the given instructions, but let me just pass something else over here which is not going to be related to this visit or exploration, and let's see whether we are able to get the output from our agent or not. So I'm just going to ask who is the owner of SpaceX. Now here you could see I'm getting the output. The owner of SpaceX is Elon Musk, and that's where the problem is, because in this case I only wanted to get the input which are related to travel or exploration, but user can come and ask any kind of questions from our application, and considering we haven't restricted it, so it would go ahead and try to respond to that particular question, like what is happening over here. So how we can prevent it? So in this case we are going to implement input guardrail, which is going to evaluate the given input, and if it is not meeting our criteria, then agent is going to halt the application altogether. Let's start with this. So what we have to do first is define our class, and I'm just going to call it visit input guardrail. And obviously because we are defining a class, so we have to import the base model from Agentic. Now using this, then we can go ahead and define a structure for our output, and here I'm just going to say is non-visit. So I'm just going to flag the queries which are not related to the visit. So this is going to be of Boolean type, so I'm expecting to get whether true or false, and after that I'm just going to ask for the reasoning for the same. And after that we are going to define our guardrail agent. I am just going to call it visit guardrail agent, and we know how to define an agent, so we just have to pass name and instructions. I'm just going to call it visit guardrail check, and in the instruction I'm just going to pass this particular instruction where I'm specifically asking it to check whether user is asking questions other than the visit or exploration. Okay, so after passing the instructions, I want the output to be in a specific format, and that's why actually we have defined this particular class over here, because I want to get a structured output and it should follow this particular schema. So let me just put it output to make it clear, and then where do we have to pass it? We have to pass it in this output type. So I can just say output type, and here I can just pass my class which we have defined over here. So now this particular agent is going to check the given input, and the output is going to be in this particular format after the evaluation. Only one thing is remaining in this one, how the given context is going to pass to this particular agent, right? So we have already seen earlier how to pass a context management in the OpenAI agent, and same thing we are going to use it over here with few modifications, because this is going to be specifically related to input guardrail. I need to import input guardrail first from here, and then as we have seen earlier, we have to define a function for passing the context. So let me define a function, because everything we are running in async mode, so this is going to be async def, and then I can just name my function visit guardrail, because we want it to define as an input guardrail, so we have to use this particular annotation, and this is going to be input guardrail. Now under this we have to pass our instruction and have to make sure this particular agent is going to get the given context or the given input. So as we have seen, to pass a context we have to use run context wrapper, import it from our agent. So this is going to be run context wrapper, and I can access this via this particular variable. Then we have to pass our agent, so I can just pass it like this. Agent is already imported, so we are good. And then actually we have to pass our input. I can take it as a string. So when we are defining a guardrail, it's going to return a function output which we have to use it, that we have to import it first before actually we can use it. So this is going to be guardrail function output, and this is going to be the output type of this particular guardrail. Now our function has been defined. What we can do is we can just go ahead and run the code, and and we know like how to run it. So we are just going to use await, then runner.run, and then we are going to pass our agent. Our agent in this case is going to be visit guardrail agent, and after that we have to pass our input. Input is going to be what we are getting from user, and then we have to pass context. Context is something which we can access it from this particular variable, and this is going to be our context. Now what exactly this function is going to return? So this is again going to return this guardrail function output. So I'm just going to define this guardrail function output. What do we have under this? So it does have only two things. One is going to be the output info, and second is going to be this tripwire triggered, which is going to be boolean. So let's see how we can define these two as well. So first is going to be output info, and we know like how to get the output. So we are just going to use result dot final output, and after that we have to pass another thing which is going to be tripwire triggered, and this tripwire triggered or not, that we can just take it from this particular class, because here we are going to store the value in the boolean whether this particular question is related to visit or not. So if this value is true, then the tripwire triggered is going to be true. If this particular value is false, then the tripwire triggered value is going to be false. If the question what user is asking is related to visit or not, so if it is non-visit question, then only it's going to be true. As soon as this particular flag is going to be true, then the same values is going to get passed to this tripwire trigger, which would be true, and in this particular case our tripwire would be triggered and it will halt the execution. One final thing what we have to do is passing this particular guardrail to our main agent. So here you could see we do have an option of input guardrails. What we are going to do is take this input guardrails, and under this we can just pass this visit guardrail which we have defined. How do we get to know whether the tripwire has been triggered or not? So for that actually we can just modify our code a little bit. So here I can just put it in the try and exception block. Now there is a specific exception which is related to this tripwire triggered. If the criteria is not being met, then it's going to throw us an exception, and the exception type is going to be input guardrail tripwire triggered, which we have to import it first before we can utilize it. And then we are going to just go ahead over here, and I can just use this, and I can just say tripwire triggered. I don't need to print anything else, just wanted to confirm whether the tripwire has been triggered or not. So if the output is good, then we are going to get the final output. If the tripwire is being triggered, then we are going to get this particular exception. So let me just go ahead and try to run the same code once more. In this case I'm just going to pass like who's the owner of a SpaceX. So let me just go ahead and run this, and in this case you can see the tripwire has been triggered because we are asking a question which is not related to visit or exploration. And if you want to get more details, then we can go to our traces on the OpenAI platform, and at the top you could see like this particular guardrail check is there. It is showing like this. I can just click on this, and then you could see like what exactly happened over here. So first is going to be this explorer agent, and here you could see the error guardrail tripwire triggered, and this is the guardrail. And for the details, then I can just click on this visit guardrail check. We are going to have the responses, so the model tokens and everything is there. But now you could see like what exactly we asked and what did we get from assistant. So this guardrail agent was running in parallel with our main agent, but as soon as it has realized it's not going to meet the criteria which we have defined under the guardrail, the output what we have got is non-visit true, and we have also got a reasoning which we have defined in our class. So the user is asking about the ownership of SpaceX, which is informative and not related to exploration or visiting places. So here you could see the agent was able to give the response for this, but because we have implemented a guardrail, so the guardrail tripwire got triggered and it halted the execution before actually we can get the response. Now instead of this, if I just go ahead and try to ask a valid questions like what are the best places to visit in the mountains, and just run this code, then this is a valid question. This is where actually we are asking about the exploration and other things. So in this case you could see like we are able to get the output, and if we go to traces also, then triggered is coming as false. And if I go to the responses, here you could see this non-visit question is going to be false. The user is specifically asking about the places to visit in the mountains for hiking, which aligns with the exploration and visiting topics. So in this case the tripwire is not going to get triggered, and we would be able to get the output. That's how actually you can build a safety net on the input using guardrails. That's all what we have in this video. Thank you for watching.